I'll tell you some stories. Are you ready? Buckle up, because this one's a spine chiller. Picture this, a stormy night, rain beating against the windows like ghostly whispers. You hop into a taxi, and the driver seems a bit off, like he's seen things you can't even imagine. As you cruise through deserted streets, he starts telling you about a fare he once picked up on a desolate road. The passenger was dressed in old-fashioned clothes, and when the driver asked for the destination, the passenger simply pointed ahead without uttering a word. As they drove in eerie silence, the driver noticed the passenger's reflection in the rearview mirror fading in and out, like a glitch in reality. When they reached the destination, the passenger vanished into thin air without paying, leaving only a cold shiver in the air. The driver claims that to this day, when he's on that same desolate road, he sometimes sees the mysterious passenger in his rearview mirror, silently pointing ahead. Legend has it, if you ever find yourself on that road with the same taxi driver, you might just get a glimpse of the ghostly passenger yourself. I don't have any real-time updates, but there are plenty of documented creepy taxi stories out there. One such story involves a taxi driver in a city where they received a late-night call to pick up a passenger from a remote location. When the driver arrived, they found a person dressed in tattered clothing, looking disheveled and agitated. The passenger gave an address that was on the outskirts of town, where abandoned buildings and an old cemetery surrounded the area. Throughout the ride, the passenger didn't say a word, just stared out the window with a vacant expression. As they reached the destination, the passenger abruptly turned to the driver, their eyes wide and intense, and whispered, "They're watching." The driver, unnerved, asked who was watching, but the passenger simply got out without paying and disappeared into the darkness. The driver, shaken, reported the incident to the police, who investigated the area but found nothing unusual. The mystery of the creepy passenger and the unsettling message remains unsolved, leaving the taxi driver with an unsettling experience that still haunts them during those late-night shifts. Imagine you're a taxi driver on the graveyard shift, navigating through a desolate road that seems to stretch into infinity. The only company you have is the haunting symphony of your engine and the occasional rustle of unseen creatures in the shadows. The streetlights flicker sporadically, casting long, unsettling shadows that seem to dance with every turn. The air is thick with an eerie stillness, broken only by the distant howl of a lone wolf. Your passengers, if any, share hushed whispers as if afraid to disturb the uneasy peace. As you drive, the road winds through dense woods, their branches clawing at the moonlight, creating ghostly patterns on the asphalt. Your headlights cut through the darkness, revealing fleeting glimpses of forgotten structures and abandoned vehicles, remnants of a time long past. Every now and then, you catch a figure in your rearview mirror, a silhouette that seems to materialize and fade with each passing moment. The sensation of being watched creeps up your spine, and you find yourself checking the mirror more often than the road ahead. The radio crackles with static, and the few stations you manage to tune into seem to broadcast distorted voices and unsettling melodies. The GPS glitches, offering directions that lead to nowhere or unmarked paths that disappear into the wilderness. As you approach the end of this ominous road, you can't shake the feeling that you've just crossed a threshold into a realm where the ordinary rules no longer apply. And just when you think you're about to escape the grip of the eerie journey, a cold wind whispers through the cracked window, carrying with it a voice that sends a shiver down your spine. You're not alone, it seems to say, leaving you to wonder if the road itself holds secrets best left undiscovered.